Fenton, 2 Chimes of Midnight, Seamus Heffernan, 3 Dara Sim, Joe Fanning, 4 Dusky Warbler, Darrell Holland, 5 is Highest, wears a black distinguishing cap, Ted Durkin. Number 6 is Il Grandira over from Japan. That's Nori Yokoyama taking the ride. 7 is Mr. Dinos, Kieran Fallon. 8 is Royal Rebel, Johnny Murtagh. Take out Vinnie Rowe. 10 is Westerner, Gerald Mosse. Number 11, Brian Baru, Jamie Spencer. 12, Mr. Nando, Sam Hitchcott. 13, New South Wales, Karen McAvoy, wearing a white distinguishing cap. And 14, Papineau, is Frankie Dettori, who wears the first set of Godolphin's colours.
Betting heats of the year, Mr. Dinos is the 6-4 favourite with Papineau at 5-1. Westerner is 7-1 with Brian Baru at 9-1. Royal Rebel is 11-1. It's won this race twice at 16-1 in 2002 and 8-1 in 2001. Ingrid is a 16-1 chance with New South Wales. Bit of support for that one, 22-1.
Woods come off and they're racing. Papineau was slightly slow into stride. Brian Baru was back towards the rear in the early stages. And being hard ridden in the early stages is the Japanese runner Il Grandira to take up the early running by a couple of lengths to Dusky Warbler up in second. Then in third is Royal Rebel the outside. 1 length further back in the field then is New South Wales and the white cap. Right there in the centre is Mr. Dinos, and a little bit wider out is Dara Sim. They're 1.5 lengths in advance at this stage of Westerner, who's right there in the centre. Back on the inside of runners, the black cap is Highest, followed then by Chimes at Midnight. A length further back then is Brian Baru as we change camera angles. They're followed then by Alcazar, and Mr. Nando is just being ridden along in last place. They've got 10 or 12 lengths covering the field as they come up the home straight on the first occasion. And Il Grandira it is who shows the way for Japan, but being taken on by Dusky Warbler, they're stride for stride. 1.5 lengths in advance of Dara Sim. 1.5 lengths further back in the field then is Mr. Dinos, who moves up on the outside there in that yellow jacket. Tucked away behind them is Highest with the white cap, and New South Wales, I should say, white cap. They're followed then by Royal Rebel, and back in the field then is Westerner in the centre. They're 2 lengths in advance then of Papineau. Back in the field at this stage is Brian Baru, followed then by Chimes at Midnight. 1/2 length away then is Alcazar as they race past the stands now, and turning very sharply right-handed and going away from the stands, and Mr. Nando has dropped back to last. The leader though is Il Grandira. The Emperor's Cup winner from Japan leads by 3 lengths as they freewheel down towards Swinley Bottom now. They've got 1.5 miles to go. Leads by 3 lengths to Dusky Warbler. Then in third placing on the outside at this stage is Dara Sim. 1.5 lengths then to New South Wales with a white cap. 1/2 length away then is Mr. Dinos. 2 lengths further back is Royal Rebel, the dual winner, who's on the outside of Highest with the black cap. 2 lengths to Westerner. Papineau is back in the field. Frankie Dettori on the outside from Brian Baru. Next in the field is Chimes at Midnight from Alcazar, and last of all is Mr. Nando as they're all the time going downhill now, less than 9 furlongs to race. And the Japanese runner out in front, Il Grandira, ridden by Nori Yokoyama, leads by 1.5 lengths to on the outside Dusky Warbler. 1 length away then in third is Dara Sim, followed then by New South Wales with the white cap. Now Mr. Dinos, Kieran Fallon, is getting a bit closer now into third and just keeping this leader in his sights as they race into Swinley Bottom now. 6.5 furlongs left to travel. Dara Sim back in the field in company with New South Wales, the white cap. They're followed by Royal Rebel. Johnny Murtagh just urging him forward. Highest is going well. Then Papineau's out wider from Westerner. A couple of lengths to Brian Baru, who's still switched off back in the field from Chimes at Midnight as they start the climb up towards home now. And the leader is Il Grandira on the inside, just showing the way from Mr. Dinos, who looms up now into second. Just behind them is Dusky Warbler, followed by Westerner, and further back then is Royal Rebel, who's now under the whip. But as they race up now with less than 1/2 mile to travel in the Gold Cup, and Il Grandira being taken on by Mr. Dinos. They're a couple of lengths in advance of Westerner on the inside of Dara Sim. 2 lengths away then is Royal Rebel on the outside of Papineau. Then Highest as they come towards the turn. Il Grandira 4 for Japan. Mr. Dinos on the outside, bidding to make it back-to-back Gold Cups. Westerners going well. Dara Sim on the outside, coming into it. Papineau behind them, and here's Brian Baru right down the outside. Let loose with his run with 2 furlongs left to travel in the Gold Cup. And now on the outside, pouncing for France is Westerner. Goes into the lead for Mosse. Papineau going with him now, followed by Dara Sim. They've kicked away from Mr. Dinos, who won't be winning. Inside the final furlong, Frankie produces Papineau on the inside. Papineau races to the lead from Westerner, who's trying to go with him, but Papineau's Gold Cup. Papineau goes on to win it for Frankie Dettori and Godolphin. Papineau has won it from Westerner, and third is Dara Sim. Fourth then was Royal Rebel from Brian Baru. Behind them, Mr. Dinos. They're followed by Mr. Nando. Highest as well back. Something amiss with him as he crossed the line. Highest, I'm sad to say, he's been dismounted. Il Grandira is next, followed then by Dusky Warbler, New South Wales, Chimes at Midnight, and Alcazar. The winner is Papineau. Number 4 for Godolphin, Frankie Dettori, and Side Bin Suroor. Westerner has finished second. In third is Dara Sim. In fourth is Royal Rebel. In fifth is Brian Baru. In sixth is Mr. Dinos. In seventh is Highest, and unfortunately he has been badly injured as they cross the line. They're followed then by Mr. Nando.
First, number 14, Papineau at 5-1. Second, number 10, Westerner at 13-2. And third, number 3, Dara Sim at 28-1.